Hi, boys and girls. We're going to be talking this week about being healthy, and one of the things that we can do to be healthy is to eat healthy foods. And so I'm going to be reading you this story right here. It's called Healthy Food for Dylan. So I want you to listen very carefully and see if you might have some of the same feelings that Dylan does about eating healthy food. Okay, here we go. Let's get started. Okay. Dylan did not like mealtime. Mommy was always asking him to try new foods. Dylan didn't like to eat many different kinds of food, which made Mommy upset, and then that made Dylan upset too. Dylan's favorite food was French fries. If he could have them every day, he'd be the happiest boy in the world. Mommy let him have French fries once in a while. She said he also had to eat other things, like chicken and vegetables, and Dylan was not happy about this. He wanted to eat French fries all day long. One day, Dylan's cousin Abby and her parents came for lunch. Abby was going to stay with their family while her parents went on a short trip. Dylan's mommy made a healthy lunch. Please don't make a fuss at lunchtime, Mommy told Dylan before everyone arrived. Just eat your food like everyone else. Are we having French fries? Asked Dylan. Mommy just frowned. When Abby's family arrived, everyone sat down for lunch. Just a small portion for Abby, please, said Aunt Claire. She's been snacking on carrots in the car. Everyone began to eat, except for Dylan. There were 3 sprigs of green broccoli in the middle of his plate. Dylan thought the broccoli looked like little bushes, and they probably taste like bushes too. Eat your broccoli now, said Mama firmly. No, said Dylan, I'm full. And you don't have any room for a pie either, said Mommy. That's not fair, said Dylan, and he sulked for the rest of the meal. After lunch, Aunt Claire told Dylan's mommy what Abby liked to eat. For breakfast, she has cereal and a piece of fruit and a glass of milk. I always leave some sliced carrots in the fridge. Abby loves snacking on raw vegetables or a piece of fruit during the day. What about French fries? Dylan's mommy asked nervously. Well, I don't mind if she eats them once in a while, said Aunt Claire. But I'd rather give Abby a few low-fat chips with the meal. They are just as tasty, and she loves them. We often talk about which foods are good for her and why. The next day, Dylan's mommy was preparing lunch. Abby asked if she could help. Cooking is boring, said Dylan. No, it isn't, said Abby. Come and help us and you'll see how fun it can be. Abby helped Dylan's mommy get some cheese slices, some small tomatoes, and some carrots out of the fridge. Now watch, said Abby. She pulled the cheese slices and put them onto bread and carefully cut the whole thing into a round circle with Dylan's mommy's help. And then she placed 2 small tomato halves on top for the eyes and a bigger one for the nose. It looks like a face. What's his name? Asked Dylan with excitement. I know, we'll call him Mr. Cheesy. Dylan's mommy peeled and cut a carrot into very thin pieces, and Abby arranged them into a mop of orange hair on Mr. Cheesy's head. A piece of celery was the finishing touch into a beaming smile. That looks like fun. Maybe you should try that. Doesn't Mr. Cheesy look great? Asked Abby. He looks good enough to eat. Why don't you eat him? Said Dylan. I'd like to make my own. Dylan had so much fun making and eating Mr. Cheesy that he didn't miss French fries at all. Now it's time for dessert, said Abby. She showed Dylan how to make a clock using a sliced banana and orange pieces. Abby seemed to know a lot about healthy food, especially fruits and vegetables. Dylan never liked eating fruit before, but Abby's way of cooking made everything taste so much better. They made that into a clock. By the end of the week, Dylan and Abby had meal times worked out. They would set the table by themselves, and then they would make a surprise meal for each other with Mommy's help. Between meals, Dylan even got into the habit of munching on carrot sticks now and then. On the last day of Abby's visit, Dylan's mommy helped him make a special secret dessert. She showed Dylan how to mash strawberries with a fork, put them in a plastic bowl with yogurt. Dylan stirred the mixture until it was smooth, and then his mommy put it in the freezer. Yum! Said Dylan when he ate this special dessert. This is even better than ice cream, and it's good for you too, said his mommy. When Abby's parents came back from their trip, Dylan's mommy asked them to stay for lunch. Please wait in the living room, she told them. My 2 assistant chefs and I need room to prepare the meal. And when lunch was ready, they sat down to a feast. And the very first one to finish all his healthy food was Dylan! Yay! You sure changed your mind about food in the last week, Dylan, said Uncle Robert. Yes, I have, said Dylan. I love all foods now, especially fruit and funny-looking vegetables, even broccoli. Uncle Robert gave Dylan a high five. We're all proud of you, Dylan, said his mommy, and Abby nodded in agreement. So I know a little Abby out there somewhere, and I bet that she could come up with some healthy food to maybe make a snack for her mommy. Huh, Abby Sproles? Okay. We love you very much. Hope you enjoyed that story. Remember, we're working on the letter W, and we're talking a lot about healthy food. So, and not just healthy food, but being healthy. So we'll see you hopefully soon. We love you. Bye.